In this lecture, we will discuss ventricular fibrillation, also known as VFib. Ventricular fibrillation is an abnormal heart rhythm almost always seen in dying hearts. It's a pre-terminal event. Ventricular fibrillation is the most frequent cause of sudden cardiac death. The condition's rapid, erratic heartbeats cause the heart to abruptly stop pumping blood to the body. The longer the body is deprived of blood, the greater the risk of damage is to the brain and other organs. Death can occur within minutes. During VFib, the ventricles have lost the ability to contract as a unit, and therefore they cannot send blood to the rest of the body. As previously discussed, a normal heart conduction pathway starts at the SA node, goes to the AV node, and then goes to the ventricles, causing them to contract. However, in VFib, the action potential is in various ventricular muscle fibers and is not coordinated. This results in the individual muscle fibers contracting with their own rhythm, resulting in fibrillating set of muscle mass that does not work as a unit. This results in dangerously low to no output from the heart. Because the ventricles are in a spasm, they are unable to send blood to the rest of the body. This lack of oxygen can cause a patient to exhibit signs and symptoms similar to a myocardial infarction, cyanosis of the skin due to the loss of oxygen, and becoming unconscious without a pulse. This situation, if not reversed immediately, will lead to death. EKG for VFib shows coarse wavy lines. It jerks and spasms, it undulates gently, and then it gives rise to a fine ventricular fibrillation. The QRS complexes are not identifiable. Actually, there are no true QRS complexes in this electrical activity. Irritability of ventricular cells is a major risk factor. This can be caused by coronary artery disease, which leads to reduced blood flow to the ventricle cells, which in turn become more prone to arrhythmias and fibrillation due to hypoxia and acid and other toxic metabolite accumulation. It can also be caused by electrolyte abnormalities such as potassium or magnesium, hypotension or shock, as well as stimulant overdose, especially when combined with each other, for example, amphetamines plus ecstasy. This condition must be treated immediately with cardiopulmonary resuscitation, CPR, and defibrillation, which delivers an electrical shock to the heart and restores the normal heart rhythm. The long-term complication and death is directly related to the speed with which a patient receives defibrillation.
Guys, thank you very much for watching this video. Make sure that you like and subscribe, and if possible, share it with your friends as well.